Good morning to everyone. I am back from my 2-week trip in Tokyo, Japan, and I wanted to show you my doodle planner and how I colored that in for the month of July. This is also a sneak peek at some of the footage that I got while I was there with my friends, and we mostly spent a lot of time in the city, just exploring the shops, getting used to their public transportation that is so efficient and easy to learn. We've been wanting to go to Japan since 2019, and of course after all of those years and with our different schedules, we were finally able to find 2 weeks in the middle of summer when it's so hot. But it was still such a great experience visiting places like Tokyo Disney Sea. We had a beach day in Kamakura and also a Studio Ghibli day at the Ghibli Museum. We even made a little cat friend, and there's just so much I can't wait to show you once I start editing. For now, let's take a look at the July theme in my doodle planner. It's strawberries, which actually matched with my Japan trip because I saw so many ichigo, which is strawberry in Japanese, and they were very refreshing and tasty in the hot summer heat.
So sweet.
We stayed in an Airbnb in Kita City, and this is a nice quiet neighborhood with a lot of international foods. We even had a guardian cat who we named Kuki. One of the highlights of the trip for me was definitely getting to wear a yukata with my friends and walking around the Asakusa area. I think we looked so good, and it was so fun walking around the Sensoji temple. Even though it was really hot all the time, we still had a few rainy days, which I kind of liked. It was really calming. It was a good thing we spent a lot of time indoors, and another really cool thing that I love about Japan is the abundance of stamp rallies that they have. Like, they just have stamps everywhere. You can get a little book like this, and then sometimes you'll go to a train station or a landmark, and then you just get a stamp. Luckily, we were there for the Studio Ghibli stamp rally as well. There was a whole Pokemon stamp rally with the JR line. So we found Pikachu at the Tokyo station, which was just so awesome. We even have a BT21. Like, come on, why don't we have that in Canada? Something so simple as an ink pad and a stamp can bring so much happiness to a community. Like, you saw adults, you saw little kids, you saw elderly people stamping things. I really loved that. Another thing I absolutely loved about Japan was getting to experience different character cafes. They have so many to choose from, and we went to the Peanuts Sunnyside Kitchen, so it's a Snoopy cafe with so many Charlie Brown characters. It was so awesome. Then we went to Miffy Cafe, which was also very cute. I loved the decor, loved the cafe itself, but the food was not as good. We also had to book these cafes in advance, so it was good to learn about how to do that, especially like with Pokemon Cafe that I went to. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to try to get tickets to this, but I'm so glad we did because it was a really fun experience and definitely brought back some childhood memories. There are still so many stories and experiences that we had in Japan that I don't have time to talk about in this video, but one of my favorite ones to talk about is how we had a cat who we named Kuki after Kuki Station, which was one of the train stations that we passed by. She was just this neighborhood cat who would wait on our street, and whenever we came home late at night, we'd happen to see her and she would greet us. And one day she even came home with us and followed us to our house as if she was guiding us and making sure we got home safe. She was really the best cat. I had some really great evenings with her, just hanging out, chatting. She really calmed me a lot. I miss her so much, and the other cats really can never compare. July was a really good month. It went by so quickly, and here are all of these spreads all colored in. I bought so many stickers and some washi tape from Japan. I can't wait to open those up and add them to these spreads eventually. This is also the first time I'm showing how I fill out the weekly spreads. As you can see, it's filled with photos and just a few words. This is how I usually do things in my doodle planner. I write a few lines of what my schedule is for that day, and then I'll just add a nice photo to remember how it went. July was pretty awesome looking back. I'm really gonna miss seeing our cat Kuki and just living in a different country, spending some time with my friends. I hope we get to do it again. But for now, I'll see you guys later. Matane!